Okay, guys, here we go. What's up, Knights of Vex, and welcome to the first round for Week 2 5v5 Grand Arena. And now that we have some data involved with Week 1, we know certain counters, what are the best teams in the game right now. This week's going to be a little bit more comfortable with terms of what we're going to deal with. Hopefully, we have a good week. 2-1 for the first week is not terrible. Hopefully, 3-0 for the second. So let's head into game with our performance last week. That puts us at 3,809 into Kyber 1. Not bad for where we are. I would like to be higher, honestly. But it starts today. Our opponent for the first round is Stay in the Fight Mycon. I like it. From the guild X-Wing Fighter. Very familiar sounding guild. Decent legacy score at 883,000. Let's check out their roster. It's a 15 million galactic power player, so massive, massive account. With that type of GP, there's going to be nothing missing. As predicted, every single character looks to be at Relic 7. So this is absolutely insanity. I'm sure they have a ton of Omicrons as well. Datacrons, pretty good, honestly. Actually, really good. They're already going hard for the new set. Look at that. That's incredible. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the brand new set. That's not even... It can't be in this Grand Arena, but that's still impressive. But in terms of the Echoes of Rebellion Datacron set, really good. All 4 maxed out Datacrons. This is a very challenging opponent. Not going to be easy. I'm running a little bit late since my commute is getting crazy with the traffic, so we have only an hour to attack. So I'm going to quickly show you my defense. Looks like they started their attacks already. They took care of my Queen Amidala team and my Saw team one shot. I changed up my Rey a little bit. I put Zaalbar Omicron with the Datacron as well. Just trying to change it up a little bit. I put my Afra Datacron on the front wall. Up top, I changed it up a little bit. I kept Bane. I put Bane on defense, but I put the Fennec and Boba Fett Sign of Django Datacron with him. Trying to make a kind of super team. See if that does anything in terms of getting holds. With Traya, I have a Grievous, and then a weird smuggler lineup that I thought would be kind of interesting. Took gas off of defense. And then in the back, I went a little bit harder. I put my Kylo with my Supreme Leader Kylo with Darkside Rey on defense to try to throw them off a little bit. I have my Ahsoka with Watt and my Lord Vader clones with a Relic 9 Omicron Scorch. So hopefully that throws them off a little bit. But their defense, quite a bit of GLs. It looks like they got 4. JML on defense, which I personally think is free Inquisitor food, so I'm kind of happy to see that. We have a Queen Amidala team with Grandmaster Yoda and Shock T. Very difficult. A Rey squad with Ezra, Cal, and Jedi Training Rey with the Focus Datacron for Zaalbar, so that is going to be very difficult. And then the new Darth Vader, or Lord Vader Darkside clone team with an Omicron Scorch, so that also very tough. Up top, the new Bad Batch, going to be tough. They have the Batcher level 9 Datacron, Ahsoka with Watt. Going to give Great Mothers another shot against that. I think I've narrowed down a strategy. I changed my mods a little bit, and I think the Blessed on Spirit is great. We have a Leia squad with Radis and Jin. I kind of wish I had my Luthen on offense with Mon Mothma. That could probably walk all over that team. And then Inquisitors down here. So we could probably do a Phoenix Captain Rex led team. Unless they have the tank revive. They don't, so that's looking pretty good there. But yeah, guys, that's the map. Going to be very tough. Looks like my opponent is doing their attacks as well, so it's going to be neck and neck. But hopefully we can pull this off and get some cool counters going. So, always reminding you before we get into battle, if you do support me and you want to support me further, you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like on the video, guys. That is the best way to support me, and you know I appreciate it. But with that said and out of the way, let's get the first round of Week 2 started, and hopefully we got some cool spicy counters coming your way. So the moment of truth. We need to see if this can work in Grand Arena. Been playing around with it with Squad Arena. It's been absolutely insane. The brand new buffed Scorch Claws will be turned off since we have a GL on our team. And I'm throwing in JML because he's actually really helpful because he'll shut off that unique with the locked dots. But also, we'll get enough turn meters so that we can ability block them and get, remove some turn meters. So it could actually be extremely helpful. But this is the creme de la creme in terms of Grand Arena. The best team right now. Relic 9 Lord Vader squad with an Omicron on Scorch. They have the health and protection recovery for the level 3. The 6 and 9 are always the same. 133% critical damage. That is frightening with armor pen and health. I'm really actually concerned that the critical damage is going to one-shot my team if like Disguised Clone Trooper gets a big AoE. But this is what we're running. I'm running Bam with Dash, the Santa level 9, and Quill with JML. Terminator in the beginning, which is crucial in my opinion. Wordy Smuggler 6, the Santa 9, Offense, Tenacity, Health. Rerolled a level 9 or 8 for Armor Pen and some Protection. So let's see, guys. Let's see if this is going to work. This is a make or break moment. We outspeed them. That's incredible. This is interesting. I've never had it where I outsped the entire team. Okay, this is where I get really nervous because I don't know if this guy's Clone Trooper is going to one-shot. You know what? Need to think for a second. This is insane. Okay, guys, here we go. Cake. Absolute cake. Look at that. That's incredible. Really awesome. That saves me Leia for another squad. Yes, I'm down a JML team, but JML, out of all the GLs right now, is one of the weaker ones. I could probably figure out other counters for other teams. Probably going to have to try something different for the Bad Batch up top. But that's incredible value, in my opinion. That's the best team in the game right now, and this is working phenomenal for what we have remaining in terms of this Datacron set. So, great start to the Grand Arena. Next team we're going to tackle is going to be JML with a Relic 9, Cal Kestis and Luke. They have the Terminator in the beginning, the Protection Recovery 6, and the Cal 9 with tons of protection, health, and critical damage. So good cron for JML because of that extra protection. We're going with Inquisitors. This worked great for me last time. Dark Side buff on a basic, tenacity, offense, critical chance, critical damage, and some armor pen. Same thing, I'm going to start with the Torture ability because that will give me the tenacity up, which I think is very helpful. Okay. I'm going to just do what I'm normally going to do. Remove Terminator. Hopefully we get some massive hits here. That's great. Okay, we're going to heal. Close. That's fine. I will take the 64 there. Really don't recommend JML on defense. It's just absolutely free for Inquisitors, and I don't like that trade-off. I don't like that trade-off for them. Great for us. So, nice, comfortable, easy win against the Galactic Legend. So, I finally have my hands on the brand new Bad Batch team. I finally got my Crosshair to 7-star after the first week of this Grand Arena season, and I've heard nothing but good things about the new Bad Batch against Queen Amidala. So, this would be a good day to try it out. I have never run it before. I have not seen a lot of videos on it, so I'm going to give it a shot. It's a triple Omicron Queen team with Shock T and Yoda. They have the max health protection level 3 with critical damage, tenacity, armor pen, and protection. I'm running a Omega, Omicron, and Crosshair Omicron Bad Batch team. I have the Light Side max health protection 3, the Bad Batch critical avoidance 6 with critical chance, and then the Crosshair level 9. I left the Batcher one on defense mistakenly with a little bit of health, potency, critical chance, and tenacity. This is new to me, so there might be some misplays, but we're gonna find out. I think I do this. It's like, I don't know if that's a misplay. I don't know if they're going to one-shot me. I don't like how he's, like, exposed right now, to be honest. So that's a pretty fast hit, right? Let's see if this does big damage. That's pretty good. I'm just going to read this spell. All debuffs. Recovers 100% protection. I guess I do this on Batcher, right? That's amazing. So we're immune to dots because of the Omicron. Come on, let's get rid of him. That's a buff immunity. Need to be very careful here of that stuff. Let's see. I'd rather get rid of him because he's the damage dealer. Look at that. Now, can we get him back? I don't know how this is gonna... Okay, he's back. That's great. This seems really fun. I don't know if the best thing to do is to target yourself. Not doing much damage to that decoy. I guess I'll save it. Let's just target someone else. I gotta read it. Okay, it's an assist. That's nice. That's a cooldown increase, unfortunately. That's nice. So he's going to ignore protection. That's what his... I don't know if that's the Omicron or something else. Shouldn't we be immune to dots? Can this be evaded? Can't be evaded. That's great. This is so fun. But I'm pretty sure, I thought our leader ability, Omicron, says we're immune to dots, I think. So I'm a little confused. That's a full banner win against Queen. That's incredible. I like that a lot. That saves me Great Mothers. It saves me Bane. It saves me a Galactic Legend. Yeah, I have 2 Omicrons on them. I had enough Surplus to apply it, and I mistakenly thought it would counter Lord Vader, but I didn't realize there was a clause that says unless there's a Galactic Legend on the field, so that's completely on me. Might as well use them for this. I really like that going forward. This is an incredibly dangerous Rey squad. I don't really feel comfortable with the Vegito team. I feel like I have to use Leia here. If that doesn't work, then we're really in a little bit of a pickle. It's a 6 Omicron team with the level 14 focus datacron for Zaalbar, which is all about these stats. That's all that matters. Critical chance, defense, and health. I eat a lot of it. So if you look at that, that brings Ezra's health to 179k. Like, it's just absurd. He's not going to get one shot, I don't think. But we're going with Leia with the Jin and Radish cheese. Light side max health protection 3. The Rebel debuff damage level 6. With tenacity, health, critical damage, and armor pen. The critical damage is what I'm looking for here. The armor pen will help Leia. But this could get messy really quick. It really could. So what is that? I mean, what are the chances we do it? There's no way, right? Yeah. I have to do this, but I need to make sure he is locked down, because if he removes the buffs, then we're done. Alright, let's do this. I gotta somehow get rid of that. We need Drogon to take a turn. Big hit, come on. There we go. The more annoying characters out of the way. We have to try to get a... Okay. Not the best, honestly. Can I get a stun? No. Very tough. I feel like I have to do that. Hopefully they don't go for Radis. Okay. Not playing around. Gotta do it. One shot Cal. Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna get the heal. Let's see if I can get a stun. I know that's not probably the right play, but I'd rather just stun him. Okay. Let's see if we can survive. We did. What is the best play here? That's annoying because that steals banners. Should have gone for a stun. That's okay. We'll do it here. Saving it. Maybe we get the second ultimate. Who knows? Okay, cool. That looks to be pretty full. Okay, cool. Nice. If that didn't work, then definitely we're going to be in some trouble. I now have to figure out a different plan for the Leia up top. Good thing is I still have Bane. I still have Sith Eternal. Maybe that'll work against Leia. Still don't know what's in the back. But we're doing pretty good so far. I think, did we take care of 3 or 4 teams? I don't remember. That might have been all 4 teams. So regardless, whatever's remaining. If not, let's check out the back wall. So that did end up being the 4 teams. I guess I just forgot. Don't see any GLs. So we have a Zori, Finn team with Nest, a Grievous with Omicron Stap in the previous set, level 9, and Jocasta Nu. So I won't have Inquisitors for them. I'll have to figure out something else. Not too worried about it. Obviously, it's a very new team. I don't think Jocasta Nu is game-breaking at the moment yet, but pretty manageable. The scarier teams are up top. 100% the scarier teams are up top. But we're in a great position. We're at 505 heading into the remaining wall. So let's keep this fun going. Okay, so next up is going to be Ahsoka with Watt. And I've remodded my team. I've made them way faster. I have Great Mothers really fast and Morgan really fast. And I just applied the Omicron because, like I said, I had a surplus of Omicrons because of all the Nightfall battles. It's like very nice for once to have an extra amount. So I'm going to try it against the Watt variant. I would love for this to work. They are all at Relic 9 except Watt. They have the Tank Revive 3, which might be beneficial for me later on because they're not going to be as tanky. They don't have the Light Side Max Health Protection 3. But they have Health Protection, Armor Penetration, a lot of it, and Critical Damage. But that will not matter if I could get rid of them quickly. So going with the regular team, I'm going with the buff on a basic for that extra damage, a load of Armor Pen, a little bit of health and tenacity. From what I've been told, Syndulla needs to go down first. You put the Blessed onto Spirit. I think we do this. So this should give our team Frenzy, I believe. Okay. So now we're going to go first. Past them. We're going to go for the big hits. They didn't get it, but they will go down here. I think Hoi Yang is next. Okay, that's fine. That's a great one-shot. The whole thing is just getting through her with the tech. That's all. That's the most important thing. Let's see if this is going to be a big hit. I think she dodged. Look at that. That's incredible. The whole thing is that we're going to time out. That's the biggest question. Do I just throw this on auto? Does the AI play this correct? I don't know. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I gotta remove that perfect defense. I think I do have to throw this on auto. It's looking pretty good right now. Terminator removal. I think this is gonna work. I mean, we're right there. Looks like she's keeping those buffs. Will this do it? There's the revive. Okay, I still think we're fine. Oh, we're absolutely got this. Guys, this is incredible. That might have been stealing a banner. Guys, that value is insane. That's just incredible. Great Mothers are insane. I cannot wait to try this against an Ezra variant. Big shout out to my Discord player in my Discord, Livid, who helped out with this. Very clutch. Absolutely clutch. Great value for my team. It allows me to put my Kylo on defense. If I could take out Ahsoka for the rest of the season with Great Mothers, game changer. Next up is going to be a Inquisitor squad, and it's been a while since I've done this, but when it works great. They're at Relic 9, except for 3 of them, but they're going to hit pretty hard. They have the Dark Side buff and a basic with critical damage, armor pen, and health. If they take a turn, I think my team is gone. So I'm running Phoenix with Geonosian Brood Alpha as the pre-taunting tank. Very crucial. I'm starting with the Terminator in the beginning. I think that might help me get a little bit more out ahead. With offense, critical damage, and armor pen. This is actually my Hunter Datacron. I'm using it on offense because I put him with my Bad Batch. The only RNG I think with this is going to be if we don't land days on Seventh Sister. So I think that solidifies the win. We're going to keep a huge look at the Terminator, but I really think that's a W. Probably should have saved that. That's my fault, because she might gain some Terminator. Good Terminator removal. She's gaining a little bit of Terminator, but there's the stagger. I'm going to hold off and wait. Don't take a turn. Probably should be calling Chopper to assist, I think. Don't take a turn, please don't. There we go. Look at this. This is insane, insane value. How hard are Inquisitors to get? And look what this team does. 65 banners. If you add that pre-taunting tank like Geonosian Brood Alpha, just makes it absolute cake. The most RNG, like I said earlier, is that if you do Rex's Days ability, the AoE, and it doesn't land on Seventh Sister, and she applies that ability block Days mechanic, it can shut down your Terminator train, and that's where it goes south. But we pulled it off today. There's no reason for me to risk the Grand Arena now. I can use Jabba for another team, so I can combine Sith Eternal and Bane here and still be fine with the remaining team. So we're going to use it on Leia. They have the Tank Revive level 3, which screwed me last time with Jabba. I probably made some misplays, but I just don't feel like dealing with it today. Tons of armor pen, good for Leia. Critical damage, protection, and health. Sith Eternal Bane. Going with the Dark Side buff on a special, the Anti-Revive for Sith level 6. Protection, critical damage, potency, tenacity, and some health. Gotta link Drogon. Okay, that's good. Probably Radish. So now we can't get those mega crits on us. We are definitely taking a lot of turns. I guess we'll just go for R2. Shouldn't be too much damage. Cool. Popping it. Ooh, Foresight. Cool. Need to be careful of her ult. Hopefully we remove her protection. She will revive, but since we have this, she will not revive. Cool. We're hitting hard. You should be saying goodbye here. That she wouldn't have revived anyway with that, so I guess it didn't come in handy. Bane's basic prevents revives if you guys didn't know. Gonna dodge. Incredible value. That's 68 against the Leia squad. There are a couple other tough teams remaining. I do have to deal with a brand new Bad Batch team. I do have a lot of stuff at my disposal that I can use, so gonna try to pick the very best counter for them and then deal with the bottom. So for the new Bad Batch squad, I'll be bringing in JMK, one of my best Galactic Legends I have a remaining. It's a Relic 18 double Omicron, so you gotta take it a little bit more serious. They have the Lightside Max Other Protection 3, the Bad Batch Ignore Taunt 6, which kind of negates General Kenobi's purpose, but I'm hoping it won't come into play. The Bachelor level 9, which only really works against Galactic Legends, if there aren't any Galactic Legends, but they still have this other, like, shenanigans going. They have health, critical damage, potency, tenacity, and a lot of armor pen. So, I think I want to get rid of Wrecker in the beginning because of how annoying Wrecker can be. I think that's the way to do it, I think. Imagine this loses. I mean, I still am trying to figure out how this team really works. Okay, that's good, right? Need to do a little bit more damage. Is they're like immune to crits, I feel like. While they have stealth, I think they can't get crit. And I think they can get the revive if they get enough target practice, if I remember correctly. I'm still... hard to remember everything, guys. But this is looking really good for us. Yeah, that was awesome. Not like that should be your go-to in any case scenario. Like, if I had to think of something else off the top of my head, I'd probably do JML against them because he doesn't really have a lot of use at the moment, but I used him with my BAM squad. So JMK against that team works for me. They're brand new. There's a new Datacron for them, so I'll take it. So for the Zori team, I'm going to be doing a weird Jabba lineup. Thought I'd have some fun with it. I might as well try it. It's a Zori team, Omicron with Nest, Terminator in the beginning, Wordy Smuggler 6, Nest 9, critical damage, tenacity, health, armor pen, and offense. I'm running Jabba with a Smuggler level 6 team. I have the debuff damage level 3, which means Leia's going to get contract really fast. The Wordy Smuggler 6 with armor pen, tenacity, offense, protection, critical chance, and health. I really think this is, this should work out fine for me. So let me go check the turn order. Gotta stun, him. Let's try to get rid of the annoying character. Uh-oh. 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 Can someone say mistakes were made? Nest attacks can't be avoided. I kind of missed that, didn't I? I'd rather just... fine. Well, this wasn't the brightest move, in my opinion. I thought it'd go a lot better. I guess not having the full Hug Cartel synergy is a problem. We're gonna have to rely on Jabba just pulling this off. Okay. Okay. Keep the dots or the damage over times on her, the debuff, so that we can hit her. This will probably end up being a 62, I guess. Let's see these counterattacks. Oh boy, yeah. Yep. That's not what I want. Stun. Thank you. Okay, whatever. It'll be a 62. Yeah. I thought it'd be interesting, I guess. Maybe I don't have Chrysanthemum. I probably should have done a whole Hug Cartel team. That was probably better. I forgot Nest attacks can't be evaded. I didn't think it would affect the whole other team, though. But okay, we'll take the 62. Next up is going to be Grievous with Omicron Stap, and this Datacron is definitely obnoxious. It's the Tank Revive 3, which should not come into play because we have anti-revive mechanics. The damage immunity 6 for droids, which is very annoying, and then the Stap 9 with critical damage and lots of health. It's a very good stat, Datacron. So we're going with the Vegito team with Maul. I have the Terminator on a special for Darkseid. Armor Pen, Tenacity, critical damage, and health. I don't want to get stuck on the Tenacity up there is great. But say goodbye to it in 2 seconds. That's nice. That Tenacity up in the beginning is great. And it's gone. So the Frenzy is not there. Come on. Okay, we got rid of Stap, but got locked into the damage immunity. They're going really hard on Maul. I guess we'll do that. We're all inflicted with, like, buff immunity. Let's increase his cooldowns. So close to getting rid of Grievous. Come on. Oh, that's hurting us because we're attacking out of turn. Am I dumb? The freaking provoke was murdering me. Whatever, let's just end it. If we even can. Yeah. My God, man. That provoke was annoying. But okay. We won. Was not clean. Not by any means. But it's still a W. So I guess we'll take it. But not the best banners. So the last remaining team for the character battles is Jocasta Nu. It's a triple Omicron Jocasta Nu. So heavy investment into them. Modded for a lot of protection. That's a lot of protection. Their Datacron is a lifetime max health protection level 3 with a protection Datacron stat, high health, and critical damage. So pretty good. Going with Sith Empire. I'm not running a Sithcron. I'm running a Terminator on a special for Darkseid. I want to take as many turns as I can. With Tenacity, Armor Pen, a lot of health, which is going to boost Malgus' damage, and critical chance. So obviously Jocasta Nu is target number 1. I can't start out the battle with using the big hit onto her because she has deflective ward. So I'm hoping I can maybe get rid of Barris. Not quite. I'm fine with that. Now we kept the shock on or we kept the, she's got counter chance. I kept the fear on them, so they're being controlled. She's gonna counter. Okay. I want to kind of control how I attack her because she has counter chance, which is going to feed her ult quicker, or her rifle form. She's tanky, guys. Keeps getting deflective ward. Okay. Simple enough. The Terminator on a special is nice because it just completely controls them. It makes me go a lot faster. There's the revive mechanic. Wait, we didn't get the revive mechanic? Cool. Can't ask for a better battle. That was easy. 65 versus Jocasta. Not a threatening team at the moment in Grand Arena. Game's gonna change once we get Jedi Temple Guardian and Mace, so stay tuned for that. But awesome. We got through a very tough defense, and we one-shot it, which is even better. We really managed our counters great, and I'm happy with that performance. Let's go check out ships. So ships are open, and we got 1404, so that's a phenomenal score going into ships. You want to get above 1400, that's the way to go. My opponent seems to have stopped attacking. I don't know why. They only did 2 attacks. I don't know if they failed anywhere. Didn't fail there. And didn't fail up top. So maybe, I don't know if they ran out of time or what's going on, but this is looking pretty good for us. They have a Executor, Malevolence, and Finalizer. So Executor's the toughest fleet. We're going to be bringing in Endurance. The other 2 will be absolute cake. So let's wrap up this Grand Arena and try to get a high score. So we're going to tackle Executor. I put a double meta fleet on defense, so that means I have to do off-meta offense, and we're going to start with Endurance. This works out great for me. Obviously, there's some RNG, but the strategy I've been doing going forward has really helped narrow down some good wins. Okay. Should live. Okay. Bring in Plow. Pop turn meter. Basic. Basic again. This is where it gets tough. Uh-oh. We'll find out here if we're in trouble. Not quite enough. Ooh, that's bad, guys. That's bad. Not good. That's really, like, just not good. Maybe an ability block? Okay, that's pretty good. Anakin get ticked off. This usually works out really good for me. Okay, that's good. That's what we needed. We're not going to get through him because he's going to gain that protection up. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who's coming out? Boba? No Boba. Maybe I should have just basicked. Look at that. We're still fine. All you're trying to do is just make my life more annoying. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're gonna do this to me? What relic level is this character? Just like that, you had to steal that many banners from me, you total piece of garbage? That was annoying. Probably a Relic 9 IG. But it's a one-shot, and it wasn't looking good for us. So, I'll take it. It is what it is, but very annoying at the end. So against Malevolence, I'm going to be bringing in Profundity. I think it's a little bit safer and a higher banner count compared to Radis. I'll have to figure out a different counter for Finalizer. The Finalizer fleet somehow gives me trouble with terms of banners. I don't know why. It's very obnoxious, but this should be pretty straightforward. I'm bringing in reinforcements because I don't have to risk it. I'd rather not lose it. Good RNG at the moment. That's like really solid RNG. We almost got the kill. Cool. So the RNG will come in with Spy if Spy takes anyone out. Okay, that's okay. Banner Stealer. $75. Perfect. Full banner win. Actually had some really good RNG in the beginning with the assist, and it didn't get that messy. So, Finalizer will be the last fleet, and it's kind of annoying actually on defense. So, let's see. For some reason, this fleet gives me trouble. Like, I feel like I'm going to lose a ship in the beginning. This has happened the last 2 times I've done it against Finalizer. It's, like, surprisingly obnoxious on defense. So, I'm going to try Chimera. I just need to get the win. But I want to figure out what I could do different to get a higher banner win. It's something to do with the shuttle. The shuttle is so annoying. Like, that's what I say. Like, there's nothing I can do there to stop that. And it's so annoying. That just seems to be the way it goes all the time. I think we got lucky we didn't get stunned there. I'd rather just do that. But, like, that just seems to be the case for every match. You lose a ship right away. I should have done the shuttle. That would have given me more banners. That's okay. Protected us from the banner stealer. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Okay. So, it's not terrible. It's 71, but I want this battle to be a 75, 74. I'm trying to... I don't know what more I could do different. I might have to, like, try a different starting lineup instead of TIE Pilot. I don't know. But, guys, that's going to be the Grand Arena. I think we pulled it off. There's only 9 minutes left, and my opponent did not continue to attack. So, let's quickly go over the review. So with that battle, that leaves us at 1831, and the only thing that prevented us from being over in 1840 was that Executor battle. They ended up stealing a ton of banners at the end, but that's a-okay. This was a great Grand Arena in terms of, like, off-meta. I was able to place a tougher defense because of what I had at my disposal. The Lord Vader counter with JML is money. Like, I might use that going forward. I don't know if that's cheesy, if that's annoying. That was solid. That's a solid counter for a full, brand new Relic 9 team. With the Omicron, it made it so safe and I wasn't in any danger. That Datacron had 140% critical damage and it was so easy. That allows me to use Leia for a race squad. So that alone is value. I use the BAM JML counter here. I can use Leia against the annoying Rey Ezra. Great value. The new Bad Batch allows me to save my Sith Eternal and my Bane, where I could use them against Queen. I did end up losing Batcher at one point, but I was able to bring him back because of the captive mechanic. So that was amazing. And then Reva against Inquisitors is always like key, clutch, not even hard. This was not the prettiest back zone. Could have done better with banners here. Definitely could have done better banners against Grievous. Have to reevaluate those counters. Up top, I am absolutely loving Great Mothers. It's probably one of my favorite teams to run right now in Grand Arena. And with the Morgan Omicron, it's even more insane. Did you guys see? Like, that's a Ahsoka, one of the most expensive Galactic Legends, being taken down by a marquee team. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Happy with that. This was a really fun Grand Arena. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a couple things. If you guys did enjoy and learn some stuff, don't forget to leave a like on your way out. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel to become a Knight of X. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.